Well, welcome back to Bill's Cichlid Room. Today I thought we'd have a look at the Herotilapia multispinosa, the Rainbow Cichlid, and 5 reasons to keep this underrated Central American cichlid. The Herotilapia multispinosa, commonly known as the Rainbow Cichlid, it was described by Gunther in 1866. It's the only species in the genus. It's from Central America and the distribution area is the San Juan Basin, including the Great Lakes of Nicaragua, but it extends from eastern Honduras to the Atlantic slope of Costa Rica. It's closely related to the Archocentrarchus, the Spinonismus, as well as the Neotropulus. It's only different because of the unique jaw dentation. It's an underrated Central American cichlid in my opinion, so I thought what I'd do is put together a video on the 5 reasons to keep this Central American cichlid. The first reason is, unlike most Central Americans such as the Parachroma species, it doesn't get too large. The males max out at about 5 inches, with the females a little bit smaller. So this group that I've got here I've had for about 2 years, and as you can see they're not huge fish. So they are a really nice fish to keep. The second reason is they're not aggressive outside of the breeding. And even then they won't cause damage to cichlids a similar size. They can be kept in a cichlid community setting, and in fact I often use them as diver fish to help other species feel more secure. So if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I do tend to have a group of like between 5 and 10 in one tank at any one time. The third reason to keep them is they're quite easy to breed. The hardest part is to establish whether you've got a male and female. So the best way to sex them, the males tend to be more elongated, with the females being smaller and more squattish. The substrate spawners, and they lay their eggs on the roof of a cave, on the sides of a cave, on any hard surface, and even on the sides of the glass. So they are like really easy to breed. I'll put a link to one of the videos that I've got. Like not too long ago, I actually had 4 pairs in one tank, all breeding at the same time. They don't form lasting pairs, and in fact, in the past I've had a male that's actually spawned with 2 or more females at the same time. So he's had 3 swimmers, and at the same time he's fertilising eggs that another female's actually laid. The fry are easy to raise on baby brine shrimp and crushed flake, and they do grow quite quickly. The fourth reason to keep them is they're one of the most colourful Central American cichlids. The colours range from a brown to a yellow, red or even gold, hence the common name Rainbow Cichlids. So they do change colour quite quickly depending on mood. So as you can see here, these ones, as I said, they're about 2 years old, and you can see the colours in them, like the yellows are really popping. The fifth reason to keep them is they're a hardy species. So they can be kept in a variety of water parameters, from a pH of about 6.5 up to about 8, and they actually have a temperature range of between 74 degrees Fahrenheit and 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So this, together with being a relatively non-aggressive species, makes it a perfect beginner Central American cichlid. So if you've never kept Central Americans and you want to get into them, I'd well recommend this one being one of your first ones. Again, because they are quite easy to breed, and they are, as well as being a beginner fish, if you like more experienced cichlid keepers actually do get a lot of enjoyment out of keeping them as well. So they're said to not be destructive in the tank as well. So I don't do it myself, but I have heard that you can actually keep plants in with them as well, and unless they spawn, and they won't dig them up. So again, another reason for them being a good fish for like the beginners with Central American cichlids. A bonus reason to keep them is they're actually they're readily available, so they're not like some of these rare cichlids that you'd only hear of or see pictures of on Facebook. Like, you know, your local fish shops do quite often have them in. And the other bonus thing as well is because they are quite popular and like they are readily available, is they don't tend to be too expensive. So the price range for them in the UK, it's anywhere from about £6 up to £8 for a single fish, depending on the size of them. So yeah, if you see them in your local fish store, I'd highly recommend picking up a small group of them. I'm sure you won't regret it. So that's about it for this video, and I'll see you all on the next one. And don't forget, the Northwest Cichlid Group auction is the first Sunday in July.